I told my son I had a doctor's appointment. At 11:58 a.m., my office felt too quiet. The clock above my desk ticked with surgical precision. Each second landed like a measured accusation. I hadn't gone to the hospital. I hadn't even left the building. I sat alone in my car across the street, phone in my lap, knuckles wide around it, watching the tinted windows of my own office reflect the sky, like a lie pretending to be calm. My neighbor's voice replayed in my head. Low, careful, almost apologetic. At exactly 12 p.m., watch the recording. Then you'll understand. No explanation. No details. Just that sentence. I told my son I'd be gone for tests. I kissed his forehead. He asked if I was scared. I told him no. That was my first lie of the day. At 11:59, my pulse slowed instead of racing. That's when I knew something inside me had already decided to survive this. The phone vibrated as the minute turned. 12 p.m. I pressed play. The hidden camera feed bloomed onto the screen, grainy, silent, clinical. My office door opened from the inside. Someone had been waiting there. My breath caught, not in panic, but recognition. I leaned back as if distance could soften what was coming. It couldn't. She walked in first. My wife. Comfortable. Unhurried. Like she belonged there. She didn't look around. Didn't hesitate. She went straight to my desk and sat in my chair. Then he followed. My business partner. My closest friend. The man who toasted my marriage at the reception and held my son in the hospital room like blood meant nothing. They didn't speak at first. They didn't need to. Her hand found his wrist. Familiar. Automatic. Something tight unclenched in my chest. Not relief. Confirmation. I watched myself become a stranger in my own space. Watched them move papers. Open drawers. Laugh silently at something I'd never hear. Then she pulled out a folder. The blue one. The one I kept locked. He opened it like he knew exactly what was inside. Contracts. Amended ones. My name still printed neatly at the top. My authority quietly erased beneath it. I didn't feel angry yet. Anger is loud. Sloppy. This was colder. Then she said something. The audio was off, but I knew her mouth. I'd memorized it over years of believing. She pointed to a line. Then to herself. Then, casually, to her stomach. He froze. I didn't. Because suddenly, the way she'd avoided my eyes for months, the way my son's laugh echoed someone else's cadence, the room in my mind rearranged itself. No denial. Just alignment. I didn't confront anyone. That was the discipline. I smiled at dinner. Helped with homework. Signed birthday cards. I let them believe the stage was still theirs. At night, I listened. Phones left face down. Passwords changed. Whispers cut short when I entered rooms. I pulled phone records. Not illegally, strategically. I'd built the systems they forgot to fear. I ran numbers twice. Then 3 times. Transfers. Delays. Silent siphons. I ordered a paternity test under the pretense of medical. Curiosity. Routine. Harmless. Waiting was the hardest part. Not because I hoped I was wrong, but because I knew I wasn't. The camera wasn't the revelation. It was the invitation. I began moving things, subtle shifts. A clause here. A meeting rescheduled. An email sent 5 minutes too late to be intercepted. I watched my partner grow confident. My wife grow careless. They mistook silence for ignorance. That's always the mistake. The envelope arrived on a Tuesday. Thin. White. Definitive. I opened it alone. 99.8% probability. The number stared back without shame. I folded the paper once. Neatly. Placed it in the blue folder. That night, I asked her one question. Did you ever use my office when I wasn't there? She didn't look up. No. The lie landed softly between us. The next morning, I scheduled a meeting. Just the 3 of us. No raised voices. No accusations. I slid the folder across the table. He reached for it first. Hands trembling. She read faster. Her face drained slower. Silence. Finally, she whispered my name like it might still belong to her. I said nothing. I didn't need to. I stood. They stayed seated. Power has posture. I already resigned your authority, I said calmly. Last week. You signed it, digitally. You didn't read it. He opened his mouth, closed it. I turned to her. The company is mine. The house is mine. Custody will be. Discussed. Her breath fractured. And the child? She asked. I paused. That's between you and him now. I walked out before they could touch me, before guilt could pretend to be pain. The door closed softly. It sounded like an ending. I didn't cry. I cleaned my office, removed the camera, deleted nothing. Some truths are meant to exist. I still see my son. I love him. Love doesn't require blood, just honesty. He'll learn the rest when the time is right. As for them, they live with the echo of noon, with the moment they believed they were unseen. I wasn't destroyed. I was clarified. And once you see people clearly, you never need to look back.